Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Poe family, whenever you happen to be watching this video. This is this is Principal Dockery at Edgar Allan Poe Elementary School. This is my first video of the 2019-2020 school year, which implies that there will be more. I know I dabbled in a couple last year, but in our effort to better communicate this year, one of the ways I want to do that is using or making videos. So I hope you find this enjoyable and informative. I even invested in a new microphone this year, so I hope I'm coming in nice and clear. You probably even had to turn the sound down. Man, this microphone is dope too. It makes me a microphone fiend because I'm in EFFECT. Okay. They probably shouldn't sell microphones to everybody. I'm one of those people. And I'm not here to talk about old school hip hop, although $10 worth of Podo for the student that comes up and identifies the artist of the reference I just made. Today, I'm here to tell you about the construction project that starts tomorrow. I know I've been saying it for a long time, but we are actually going to start tomorrow, September 9th, 2019. I'm giving the date and date with the year, because who knows, this video may live on forever and ever. Anyway, with the construction project comes a change in our entry and dismissal procedures and where everyone can park. So I know I shared the map with you. Sometimes people tell me my maps and my drawings and my charts and graphs are difficult to understand. So I wanted to make a quick video to walk you through it. All right, let's start at the bottom in the construction zone. You'll see that's located at the south end of the building, adjacent to 106th Street. So we don't know what's going to be going on over there. Don't know how many trucks are going to be entering and exiting there. Cranes, heavy machinery, and stuff like that. So we're asking that there is no parking there whatsoever. Matter of fact, we don't even want you driving down there. Again, safety is the biggest concern. Student safety, parent safety, everyone's safety. So until we find out exactly what that's going to entail, that means the construction over there, we're asking that not only do you not park, you don't even drive down 106th Street. So to get to school and park or drop your children off, we have a designated parking area right here along Cottage Grove for our parents. Many of you park over there right now, so we're going to ask that you continue to park there or on 105th Place. That's actually East 105th Place. And we're asking that parents park on the north side of that street, west of the alley, which is located right here. So right here in this little green spot right there. On the opposite side, on the school side, we want to make that just the parent drop-off zone. So, well, not dropping off parents, but the student drop-off zone. If you are just stopping and letting your child out, we ask that you do that there. We want this to be the keep it moving lane. So just pull up, drop off. Matter of fact, we need some volunteers, hopefully, to help open doors to facilitate movement in this area. So we have the parent parking areas here and just the drop-off zone here. Now, students are going to line up and enter and exit in the north lot. Remember, they used to be in the south lot where the construction zone is going to be, but now they're going to be in a much smaller, much more intimate north lot. This is where the teachers formerly parked. And since teachers and staff members are giving up their parking spot, they have to park somewhere. So we're designating the east side of the north side of East 105th Street Place, or each 105th Place, for teacher parking. So on the opposite side of the street, north of where we're asking parents to park, we're going to have teachers park right there, and also along the front of the building, Langley Avenue, on the opposite side from the school. So again, the east side on Langley. And finally, the few parking spots in the back of the school. We want to designate that for staff parking. The ADA spots that will now be covered by the construction zone have been moved to right outside the fence. There's actually going to be a fence here to enclose where students line up, but the ADA parking spots are right over there as well. Finally, that leaves buses and vans. We want the vans to park and pick up and deliver kids on the east side of the alley on East 105th Place, right here, and that's right outside where kids will line up. And finally, buses are going to be on the school side. We have 7 buses, so we think all 7 can fit on the school side of Langley Avenue. Now, 2 other changes. We want Langley to be a one-way heading south only. What I've learned from this first week and even from last year, that buses and cars don't really mix very well. Again, we want everyone to be safe, especially our kids. We don't want them walking between buses to get to cars. So we want Langley to be a one-way heading south and only for our buses. Now, usually parents pull up after they think all the buses are gone, but we're just going into the second week of school and many of the routes are still running late. So oftentimes parents have been pulling up thinking that the buses are gone, so it's okay to park there, and the buses haven't even arrived yet. So we're asking that you do not come to the front of the school until well after the buses are gone. So in the mornings, we're talking about 9:15. Even though the buses should be here at 8:40, we're talking 9:15 before it's okay to come to the front of the building. And in the afternoons, we're talking 4:15. Now, the buses should be gone by then, but in some cases, buses haven't even arrived yet. So we're asking you to avoid coming down Langley Avenue until all the buses are gone, well after the time it should be. Okay? I think that just about does it. This video went 7 minutes, 8, and so I need to shut it down. I want it to be under 5, but hopefully you got everything. If there are any questions, please let me know. And also remember, we've never gone through something like this before. If we need to change it, we will. There might be too much parking for staff. I know you're saying, well, we've only got 7 homerooms. Why do we need all this room? But we also have itinerant staff like the social worker, the psychologist, those type of folks. So that's why we're designating a lot of parking now. But if everyone fits in front of the building and in back of the building, we'll open up 105th Street for parent parking too. Now, what we need from you: patience and understanding. Again, this is a new process. It's going to be great once we have the annex done, but it's going to be a lot of work until we get there. So we need your patience and understanding. We need volunteers. We need volunteers to monitor children in the morning on the playground and in the area where they line up. Also, parents to help manage traffic. Now, this is not like Poe parents, but some parents have been going around the blockade, so we need a person out there to, just remind parents that we're trying to keep kids safe, so not to go around the blockades if we set those up. And even in the dropout zone, it'd be great if we had parents that can open doors for kids as they arrive so that we can keep it moving in the keep it moving lane. We need your cooperation, especially not parking in a spot that is not designated for you. In particular, on Langley Avenue, where our neighbors reside, there's a driveway or two there. We're asking that you really don't park there. Even if you think you're just running in for a minute, we want to be respectful to our neighbors and don't park in their spots. Okay, once again, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. This is an exciting time, best time ever to be a Raven. It's going to be a little rough going on for the next year or so, but we're going to make this work, and it's going to be great afterwards. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're right at 10 minutes. I hope you hung in there with me. Thank you, and have a great evening, morning, or afternoon, whenever you happen to be listening to this.